instead of just having a theoretical discussion, because we've been on for about an hour and a half, for this one, I'm going to actually talk a little bit. We're going to wrap up by talking about the chi sensing exercise. Okay, so you want to be in a comfortable position. So if I hold my hands in a comfortable position, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing because they'll rest off camera. So I'm going to hold my hands up a little bit. You can also do it like this if this is the most comfortable. That's fine, but you basically want to bring however you need. You know, maybe you're one of those people who needs to bring them this close. Maybe you're one of those people who just naturally has it, you know, whichever way you do it. You want to have your hands in a comfortable position so that your body is nice and relaxed. Slow down that breathing, calm that breathing down. Another plug, pick up a copy of A Brief Introduction to Meditation. And in the first part, where I talk about the basics of breathing, slow, calm, quiet, that kind of stuff. In through the nose, out through the nose. That's ideal. Really relax that body. And don't try to force the chi to flow. Try to quiet your mind down, calm yourself down so that you can just feel it in and of itself. Generally, for most people, talented or not, the first thing they're going to feel is they're going to feel the chi. They're not going to feel the flow of the chi. You know what I mean? So you keep those hands nice and close. Get that breathing nice and calm, nice and steady, nice and deep. Start to feel that warm feeling in the hands, that tingling feeling in the hands. If you've ever, as a kid, you ever took two magnets and pointed both north poles at each other or both south poles at each other, you feel that repulsion feeling. It's sort of like that. You want to be able to feel the chi interacting, the chi from one hand interacting with the chi from the other hand. Focusing on the breathing is the most important aspect of this exercise. Because if you try and use that discursive mind too much and think, you're going to lose the feeling because you're going to get wrapped up in the thinking. So keep focused on the breathing. It'll build up your relaxation and your sensitivity at the same time. And if you're one of those people who's unfortunate enough to be like blind and deaf to chi, one of those people that's just kind of insensate and doesn't feel it, worst case scenario is you will get improved breathing and physical relaxation. So the more you do this, the better you get. You know, watching this video, take a look at Alex. Look at where his hands are in relation to his body. When I first showed him this a couple of years ago, he started with his hands like this. And now here he is almost at shoulder width. So consistent practice will help you improve that sort of thing. And this is something that you can do by yourself every day. You can do this with other people in lots of different ways. I don't know if you ever saw me do this, Matt, when we were both at the museum, but I used to do this thing where I'd mention chi, and if people didn't believe, I would have them hold their hand out, and I would put my hand over their hand or arm, and I would emit some chi and move my hand around, and they would feel the feeling that you're working on in this, you know, with your hands like this, with someone's hand, someone's arm, and they'd be like, oh my God, what is that? That's chi. You can feel my chi because I've been doing this so much.
Relaxed versus limp. That's the difference.
Yeah. It's an easy way to make a demonstration, you know? I mean, I'm not going to lie. When I was in college, too, I also used that on girls I was dating. So, say, baby, you want to learn about the power of Kung Fu? So, it's something, you know, it's an easy way to build up that sensitivity and that awareness. And it's also an easy way to gain experience with practical application, you know, beyond the simple parlor trick of, ooh, I can, my hands, and ooh, I'm not touching you, but you feel something. Like beyond the parlor trick of that, what's a benefit you can do? Well, you fill your hand up with chi and you give somebody a massage, you're going to feel a hell of a lot more than just if you just grab somebody and start rubbing. They're going to feel a hell of a lot more than someone just rubbing their back. And again, if you apply it to dating, there are going to be other benefits. That's the basis for the dual cultivation sexual Qigong stuff. You know, there's a lot of anything you can think to put this into, you can use this to expand and refine and improve. So we were specifically talking about Qi and martial arts. When you combine martial arts with Qi, you get Nei Gong. Nei, internal, Gong, Kung Fu, internal Kung Fu. That's how you get that. Build up the mind, build up the sensitivity, build up the body. So you don't want to just, you know, yeah, you should lift weights, you should exercise, you should build your body up. But there's going to come a time where you're not 25 anymore. There's going to come a time when you're 41 like me, or when you're older. You're still going to need health when you're older. You're still going to need to defend yourself. So this is a qualitative improvement. So when you lose the advantages of youth, you still have something to fall back on. So.
Stupid? No good? With no talent? You shouldn't talk like that. We can fix your problem very quickly.